Welcome back, everyone. I'm very excited to be here on our Winning with Wellness segment. Today, I am really excited to bring on two kings that will be sharing some important information as it relates to men's health care and prostate health, and also I have Mr. Sean Robinson, the voice of Inspire Networks here. He's going to just talk to us a little bit about the Right to Fight campaign and some other things that he is active in. And then we have Brother Muhammad, and he's going to tell his story. It really is a story that has touched so many lives. He's had more than 2,000 Facebook views, and he goes one-on-one to talk to men about his experience and the things that they need to do. So let me introduce my guest. Thank you, gentlemen. You know, I am so excited to have you here. So Sean, tell me a little bit about yourself and your campaign and the Right to Fight campaign.
Wow, no, thank you so much, Miss Tanya Bain, for even having this platform, you and Miss Perkins. And one of the things a lot of people, if they do know or don't know, Sean Robinson, the voice here with the Inspire Network. I'm a proud father of 4 daughters, my beautiful wife. Then I have a 8-year-old, my future CEO. There's a little gap there. But nevertheless, it drives me for everything that I do, believe in here with the Inspire Network, and so many other things that I'm just really genuinely passionate about. So
thank you.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you. And the one campaign that we're highlighting today, can you tell me a little bit about the Right to Fight campaign and how you
Yes.
feel about that?
Yes, the Right to Fight campaign is a phenomenal campaign that allows men to become a whole lot more aware of some issues and topics that wasn't talked about. You know, there's several issues. I mean, from erectile dysfunction, prostate cancer. There's these scenarios that are health issues or may have been caused in the aftermath of health issues, even surgeries, has corrupted people's households. There are times that we as men are going to homegoing services, not really knowing why that family member's lying where they're lying. We're not really being genuine with all the information that could be shared. And the Right to Fight campaign allows us to not only share some phenomenal products, some nutraceuticals, but gives you the ability to comfortably talk about a topic that should have been talked about a long time. So we're excited about it, and we just believe it's our right to fight.
I
That's
can
it.
tell. I
Yes.
can tell that the
Yes.
energy comes across. You know, the Winning with Wellness segment is about talking about things that sometimes are not talked about. It's a sacred space for necessary conversations, and this is a really necessary conversation. Brother Muhammad, welcome.
Thank you
you
so much
so
for having
much
us.
for being here.
Really
Why don't
appreciate
you tell us a little bit about your story?
Well, my story begins with my family history. My grandfather had prostate cancer. 2 uncles had prostate cancer. I had 5 cousins had prostate cancer. 1 were father and son. I myself had prostate cancer 13 years ago. Right now I'm undetectable, thanks to the Creator. And my brother, 54 years old, recently diagnosed with prostate cancer 3 weeks ago. On a work detail that I had with some of my coworkers, I have 4 former coworkers had prostate cancer, 3 of them died. I have 20 personal friends with prostate cancer. We're talking about 34 men with prostate cancer. 33 are Afro-American. 1 is Caucasian, and 10 had prostate cancer in my family, including myself. 8 have died. So it's a serious issue, especially in the Afro-American community, where prostate cancer has the highest incidence of prostate cancer in the world, and also Afro-Caribbean males have the highest incidence of prostate cancer and reoccurrence. And most males, if they live long enough, they will wind up having some type of cancer from their prostate.
Wow, that's staggering, the disproportionate numbers of persons men that have prostate cancer are Afro Americans, Afro Caribbeans, and so what I see that's part of your motivation. Tell me a little bit about how men can find out or get examined or learn some more about it.
This is the biggest problem, Mrs. Bain. Men are the biggest obstacles against their own selves. Because of our pride, I used to be like that. Our pride, our ego, our procrastination, never wanting to go see a doctor. It's usually the women that force the men to go see a doctor or make an appointment. Men always want to make excuses. But the biggest thing they need to do is to get a PSA, which means protein-specific antigen blood test. And also a digital rectal exam. That's when the doctor sticks a latex glove finger in the male's rectum to feel for the prostate gland. And I have to clarify what the prostate gland is, because most men don't even know what the prostate gland is. The prostate gland is a small walnut-sized gland that, as we get older, it gets larger and larger and larger. And somewhere down the line, all men, every single man is going to have some problem with their prostate, meaning that it can be an enlargement, which is called BPH, benign hyperplasia, BPH is called. And also, too, what happens there with that, the gland, the prostate gland, is in so far as 5 zones. One is called the transitional zone. That's the zone where the enlargement comes in. And what happens is that the prostate gland is like a structure that's around the urethra, the tube that the urine comes out and the sperm comes out. And what it does, it closes inward. So when it closes inward, it forces pressure. It's like closing a tie or squeezing an orange or a lemon, and it forces a man to do something about it, because there's pain, there's urination, there's blood in the urine, whatever the case may be, and that's when he goes to the doctor to get that stuff checked. Sometimes also, too, there's inflammation. And inflammation, what that do, that's in the area also, too, where that's called prostatitis, and that's usually they give them antibiotics for that. But prostate cancer comes in the peripheral zone. The peripheral zone is the area of the prostate where the doctor sticks his finger to feel for, is it hard, is it mushy, or is there any cancer, does he feel anything? Prostate cancer grows outward. That means that it's a silent killer. Prostate cancer, if you catch it early enough, it's the slowest growing cancers of all cancers. So it may take 10 to 30 years to get prostate cancer. It's in there, but it may take 10 to 30 years. And then what happens is when prostate cancer goes outside of the capsule, it goes to your bones and it goes to your other organs. And it feeds off the male hormone testosterone. So my 2 uncles who died very painful deaths, when they went, because it wasn't early detection, it was already stage 4. And so what happened was they were castrated chemically to get rid of to try to combat the cancer. And what happened was when they were in hospice, I would visit them, and the nurses would turn them, and the bones would break like Swiss cheese. So I'm trying to express my story, because a lot of information of this little walnut-sized gland, you have to take this thing seriously, because it will take you out of here if you let it go. Early detection is the key.
Yes.
You have to get a PSA blood test. Now, my story was this. Here's the crux of the matter. I was going every 6 months with a family history to get my blood test. So when I went to get my blood test and my digital rectal exam, I said, I'm okay. I didn't go back for 12 more months. When I went back 12 more months, they say that if your levels of your PSA, protein-specific antigen, is 4 nanograms per milliliter, that means you have a problem with your prostate, and they'll give you, there's a problem. So when I went back to my doctor 18 months prior, it was a low reading. I went back 18 months later, it was 1.2, way below the radar. So my doctor, I thank God for this. I thank God for this doctor. This doctor says, Muhammad, because I didn't see for 18 months, let me give you a biopsy. They gave me a biopsy. Came back cancer. Now what happens is that when it comes back cancer, they gave me CT scan, bone scan. and to see whether it metastasized to your bones and your organs. So then it didn't. So I was fortunate enough to be able to get radiation or an operation. So I chose to get an operation. You got to do your own research. So I
Yes,
chose to do my own research, and I talked to the doctor. I went to the top doctor at Fox Chase Cancer Center, Dr. Richard Greenberg at Fox Chase Cancer Center. And when I did 35 years experience, so any man out there, you have to go to the best doctor. You can't play around if you have prostate cancer. The best doctor you possibly can get. And you have to do your research and ask the proper questions. So after they took my prostate gland out, the pathologist looked at it under the microscope. Now listen to this. This is something to wake every man up and their families. I had a normal reading of 1.2, and I was stage 2 cancer. Stage 2 cancer. So it's no more 4 above for Afro-Americans. So why am I saying this? All the doctor had to do was say, Muhammad, you good? I'll see you next year. I was already stage 2 and didn't even know it.
Didn't know it.
Didn't even know it. So what's important for men to do is to document what your readings are. Get a baseline, document it, and when you go back again, if it goes up, then your doctor should know. If you're not on top of it, the game ain't on top, you ask for a biopsy.
So if you go early, okay, and you get yourself checked and you educate yourself and you become responsible for your health, you could save your life.
Yes, early detection is the key. Early detection is the key. But for the Right to Fight campaign, prevention. How is prevention? Here's the prevention piece of it with Inspire Network. We have 2 doctors, the Manette brothers. One is a prostate cancer survivor. Did these supplements, him and his brother.
Yes.
They also, these supplements in here, especially the Prostate Care Max Plus, what it does, they have ingredients in here that shrinks the prostate gland for those who have enlarged prostate. Or also, it has natural ingredients that for inflammation. And also has an ingredient in there, lycopene, that basically is that it helps combat cancer. And in that product there, it's 140% more of beta-syssterol than the leading brand of prostate care, the leading. So for me, my money is with those doctors. And I'm advising all men, prevention, take the Max Life Plus. I can't take it, I don't have prostate. But that's one of the things in here that can help save you from getting prostate cancer. And also attacks the BPH, the inflammation.
I am fascinated. I'm fascinated by what you know, and you know, you certainly are doing everything you can to educate. I was with someone today, and I'm going to send her the show. She was talking about how her husband didn't want to go get checked, and it just confirmed for me how important it was for you know, someone like you to come out and let people know that, you know, their future is in their hands, and they just need to take that step and get themselves checked in order to you know, avoid you know, an outcome that they may not want so soon. So I do appreciate that. Sean,
Yes.
So tell me about how people can learn more about Inspire Networks and about our products, you know, and how to get a hold of the products and so forth.
No, absolutely. And just again, make sure that everybody really paid attention to Brother Muhammad's story and testimony, and to make sure that you absorb the intimacy of how he shared it and explained it, because that means more, because it's not like it's a story that may not be known, but sometimes you need the intimacy of a story and a testimony to really absorb it. But here with the Inspire Network, one of the things that we also done here with the company, we structured the product to where you have to go to a distributor to get the product. And in order to be a distributor, it's only $35 for a year to do that. It'll allow you 3 websites. One website will allow you to market just for your customers to go to, but we also have it set up to where there are now nonprofits, other organizations and groups, entities that are now partnering up so they can then provide the product as well. But you would simply go to the website. Customers are going to go to the website, purchase what they want to purchase. The product will arrive at their doorstep, beautifully packaged as well, discreet if you would. Only thing it would mention is the Inspire Network. And you can find more information by going to inspirenetwork.com website. We also do something 7 nights a week, Ms. Tanya Bain. We actually have a vision casting call.
Wonderful.
7 nights a week, Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You could dial in to 641-552-9090 so you can hear more stories, testimonies, and information about what's taking place with the Inspire Network. All other nights we go on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's a phenomenal program and product that we offer here with the Inspire Network.
Absolutely. And we're mission-driven people, which means, you know, just like Brother Muhammad came out and he shared his story and he showed that he was interested enough not only in himself, but in his brothers in the community and really internationally, enough to kind of share that very, very intimate message, because it makes a difference in changing lives. And you know, that's one of the reasons I'm here. That's why this segment is here. I look forward to bringing you gentlemen back again. For the persons who would like to get more information, you can go to forthekings.com, forthekings.com, and that will take you right to the Inspire Network website, where you can get more information. You can purchase the products there. So we're really, really excited about, you know, the community being able to get that. So we have about a minute left, gentlemen.
Okay.
So any last words? What would you like to share with the audience?
I would share with all the men, the women who love them, and their families, make sure the men get checked. And also, too, the Right to Fight campaign is a campaign where we're trying to save 1 million men's lives.
Yes.
And it is our belief that if you save one life, it's like you saved all of mankind.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, and same thing. Just if you have a person, a man and or woman in your life that you love and or care about, you want to get them connected with the Inspire Network. Thank you so much for this platform.
Thank you
Ms. Tanya
so
Bain.
much.
Thank you so much.
Well, we will be right back, everyone, with Elizabeth and her guest, Ugandi Jacob, right after this break. Thank you so much.